Welcome to Armchair Expert. I'm Dan Shepard. I'm joined by Monica Monsoon.
You know, it's so cute. The other day, your daughter, she was playing a guessing game with me. At one point, I said, I don't know, you'll have to tell me. And she said, do you quit? And I said, yeah. And she said, oh, but you're a shepherd.
I didn't know that. Because shepherds don't quit.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Monica Monsoon Shepard, your favorite meteorologist.
That's me.
Well, today we have your other favorite meteorologist, Joy Bryant, returning. Oh, my television wife, my good friend, and someone I like to have lots of debates with.
Sure.
I should say, someone I like to lose lots of debates to. You know her from Parenthood, Get Rich or Die Tryin, Antoine Fisher, About Last Night, and she has a new show. We're network siblings now.
Oh.
On ABC, Tuesdays at 10 p.m., 9 Central, For Life. Very cool show. Doing very well. I urge everyone to check out For Life on Tuesdays at 10 p.m., 9 Central on ABC. Please enjoy Joy Bryant. We get support from Quince.
So we've been talking about Quince a lot lately, and as we head into fall, it's the perfect time to reset your wardrobe with their amazing pieces. I think it's so fun to do when the seasons turn over to just spruce up your wardrobe with a couple specials, and Quince is the place.
Totally. We're talking organic cotton, Mongolian cashmere, tailored chinos from just $60. Premium fit and quality you'd expect from a luxury brand designer. I love Quince. You know, I like it understated and subtle, and I like stuff that has high quality. And Quince checks all those boxes.
I love a lot of stuff from Quince. Honestly, they have incredible premium denim, which is very important for fall. It's pretty much all I wear in the fall is denim. And Quince has such a good selection of quality denim. Their stuff is so versatile, timeless, and built to last that you just grab every single day without thinking.
Right. And all of that for 50 to 80% less than similar brands. They go direct to ethical factories, cut out the middlemen, so you get all that quality without overpaying for it.
We love that. And they do way more than clothes. They have bedding, cookware, bath essentials, travel must-haves, same deal, and great quality.
Upgrade your everyday. Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/Dax. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada and the UK too. That's QUINCE.com/Dax.
We get support from Skims. Oh man, do I love Skims. I've been living in the Skims lightweight cotton collection all summer, and I have to tell you, getting dressed has become so easy. I just throw it on. It just feels right immediately, whether I'm grabbing coffee or I'm on the couch all day or I'm out, even going to dinner. The cotton is so lightweight and breathable, which in this heat is a non-negotiable. The cotton jersey t-shirt, I just need everyone to know about this one. This one hugs in all the right places. It's very soft and it still looks and fits the same after months of washing, which is very hard to do, I feel, with t-shirts. I've been wearing the black cotton jersey t-shirt with basically everything all summer long. It goes great with any pattern skirt or shorts or pants. I mean, anything, truly. I believe that's probably my favorite piece from the cotton collection, but they also have great lightweight cotton thongs that are so comfortable and they're cute. That is a very, very hard mix to achieve, especially with undergarments. I feel if you can find some that are cute, but also comfortable and do the job, that is a win. And Skims has really figured that out with the lightweight cotton collection. Shop Skims Cotton and all of my favorite pieces at skims.com. After you place your order, be sure to let them know we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select Armchair Expert in the drop-down menu that follows.
He's an armchair expert. He's an armchair expert. He's an armchair expert.
Get comfy.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to get comfy.
Get real comfy.
There it is. Pop
I
off
forgot
the
my
shoes.
socks.
Okay, good. The nails are done too. The toenails.
Of course, child.
Oh, yeah.
Child.
I said I had to step my shit up living in New York.
Wait, you live in New York now?
I mean, sort of, kind of.
She's shooting there on a show.
Oh,
Thank you.
that's fun.
Yeah. Oh, Monica bought the house across the street.
No way.
She's going to live 12 feet away.
Stop it.
I did.
That's amazing.
It's not just white people money.
I represent.
That's right.
represent,
That's
represent.
right. Bringing
Represent.
some diversity to the
Right on,
neighborhood.
sister.
Well, Joy just looked at the house and she said, that white people money is
That's not white
good.
people money. Damn.
Damn. By the way, did Ken Whittingham tell you that I work with the lady from 227? She was the oldest member of 227 then.
No.
Yes.
No. He told me that.
Oh, Delta.
That she wanted him to be her dad
daddy.
and you to be the granddad.
Yes. And she sent him a video saying, I love you, Ken, and I want you to be my dad.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
God.
That is the best. And wait, you're gonna be her granddad.
I'm going to be Ken's dad, which is exciting. Monica, Joy lives in New York. Can you tell?
Well, first, welcome back, Joy.
I mean, like, I'm kind
Yeah.
of technically bi-coastal, I guess. Sorta, you know what I'm
my
saying?
God.
I'm not really mad at that.
Yeah, how much time are you spending there versus here?
I was there since like late August. I mean, I came back a couple of times. I got a place there. I got a place here. Wait, was that so? He's
bi-coastal. She already
You
said
got mad
that.
houses.
Yeah. Listen.
I don't got white people money, but I got I got 2 houses and shit too.
Okay.
You understand?
Here's what I'm wondering though, because I thought you had gone there to work.
I did.
What's becoming apparent to me is that you're just there.
Because I'm working. And my husband, Dave works
Pope.
there too. So he flies in and out. So I don't really got to jet back all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I'm there.
In the weather, you're fine. You're loving.
No, I hate the weather.
Then what are you doing there?
I'm working.
Okay, I saw you on some show with a bunch of women talking about drumming.
One of the shows, The Real.
And you were talking about drumming. Did you play for them?
No.
You didn't. So I have a drum set downstairs, by the way.
You do?
So we should definitely jam before you
Yes,
go.
please.
But I was thinking, if you put me on TV and said go, I would panic.
No, I mean, I played on Colbert.
Oh, that's right.
Wow.
But and that was high stress because they threw me in I thought it was like, if anything, like, I'd like, all right, I'm going to start a groove and like, you know.
Sure. They'll
and then
join.
they join it because they're professional musicians. They can do shit like that. But they threw me in as the band was playing and just like I'm just going to.
Mid-song.
That was hella stressful.
But
I did it.
You did great.
Wow.
I did it because my teachers like, don't even trip. Like, you can play any song that pops up. I'm like, I can? You can do anything. I was like, oh my God, okay.
But you mostly also play an electric kit, right?
No, I have a real kit.
I know you got a real kit. I'm asking what percentage of the time are you playing the real kit versus the electric kit?
Well, now that I'm in New York,
You're very defensive. I'm just trying to
not.
figure out where you live and how often you
I
play
live
your electric
both
drum set.
places. I had like a travel electronic kit,
Right.
but I have like a real drum set at home in LA.
I've seen that.
Parish Drums is really dope. Fly custom shit. But
Very
in New
boutique.
York, yes, exactly.
Yeah, very on brand for you.
In New York, I have a Roland, not the portable one, but not the full-on massive electronic set. I kind of got the one in the middle. I forgot which one it is, but I put it together myself, and it was leaning.
Okay.
And so I was leaning when I was playing until Dave came and fixed it, and then it just, he just turned one thing. I'm like, that's tight.
Can I ask how frequently you're playing?
I mean, at least a couple of times a week.
Do you like doing it after you smoke dope?
Yeah,
Are you better or worse if you're stoned?
just different.
Just different.
Yeah, like I'm not smoking that much weed in New York.
Oh, really? Why?
I'm black and I'm renting.
Yeah.
Red flags.
It's a big red flag.
I do go outside and smoke a joint, but I don't want to go out, like.
Yeah, but I want the truth. So when you go to rent something, is black an issue?
I think it could be. I think my quote unquote celebrity status
Sure.
helps in many ways.
Yeah.
But I'm a black person renting,
Uh-huh.
so I'm not trying to fuck shit up. So point is, when I'm home in LA, I do whatever the fuck I want. So yes, I do smoke.
Uh-huh. Here
And I
at
do
home.
like to play, but I have to also learn how to play not stoned,
Mhm.
right? So
in case
I
you're
can-
ever on Colbert and they just pop you
Exactly.
in. Right.
a little bit of wine,
Oh,
a little
okay,
bit of red
wine.
wine. Red wine and a little toki toke is always a good combination for
A real
lot of
1-2
things.
punch.
For a lot of things.
Ooh, what other things? Is that your lovemaking cocktail?
No. Oh, wait a minute.
Ooh.
Yeah, actually, it's a kind of an elixir of the gods because I can write to it, but I can't write too stoned or too drunk. But like a little bit of this, a little bit
Sure,
of that,
yeah.
just right there, sweet spot, bam. And then at night, in the daytime, is coffee.
Right.
Right?
But you're a very moderate person, I would say. If I would describe you as moderate. Because let me just say, 2 beers makes you a better pool player. And then it's kind of neutral to about 4 or 5 beers. Then beyond 5 beers, the pool playing ability goes down. Like it's great to get a little loose and not overthink it.
Yeah.
And then you get sloppy.
Yeah.
There's a sweet spot. And what I've observed with you is that you kind of live in the sweet spot.
It's because I'm older.
I'm trying to think the most stoned I've ever seen you. We went to a movie one time and you were hanging on by a thread.
I went to sleep. I don't like being stoned with too many people who are not stoned. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be around crowds.
Yeah.
You know, I like to be in a space that's like a controlled environment, chill. I just don't want to be around mad people. It makes me like paranoid.
Well, and now that brings me to the last time we saw each other in real life, which was at that enormous event for ABC, both promoting our shows, your show, For Life,
Yo.
my show, Bless This Mess.
Yes.
I asked at one point, but there was like 1,000 people there or something. There's some astronomical amount of people.
Yeah.
And then we found each other, and what a fucking life raft, right?
I mean,
Oh. Okay, so I wrote down fun things that I want to talk to you about. The first thing I wrote, so before Joy got here, I ordered a couple of bison meatloaf sandwiches.
you turned me on to like one of the greatest sandwiches.
I'll give a
of all
shout out
time.
to Stamp Proper Foods on Hillhurst.
Thank you, Stamp.
Beautiful, beautiful. Maybe the moistest. I know that's a triggering word for a lot of people, but a damp meatloaf sandwich.
Well, don't say damp.
Yeah, damp is way worse.
Juicy.
Juicy.
Juicy's
I
such
like
a good
that.
word. Stay juicy, my friends.
Yes, so I introduced you to it. Then you hit me up about, I don't know, 2 months later, and you said, hey, just by the way, I've eaten at that place like 20 times now. Every single time I cross.
I'm not moderate. See, I
Wow.
get something and then I OD on it and then I get normal. But I go like full crack status.
But you don't eat 4 of them. You eat one. You just eat it
At one
frequently.
time, you mean?
Yes, I'm saying you do eat it frequently, but
Frequently.
not. You don't eat 2 of them, right? You just have one. In fact, you just had half of one. You're saving one for later tonight when you probably
Right.
have a little wine and some puff. So I found out through our mutual friend Ken Whittingham that you are real hot for duck over the last year, and that
Yo,
you're eating
it's
duck
all about
like
that duck life.
and you're eating duck like 6
Good
to 7
duck.
times.
No, I'm not eating duck 6 or 7 times. Although the first time I had duck was last year. It was at the Beatrice Inn in New York. And I'd never had it before. I was vegetarian since 94. And before that, I'd never had duck. And so there was beef on the table and duck. And I was like, all right, cool. I could do the beef. And then my friend I was like, Sean, I've never had duck before. Should I try it? He's like, yeah. And he gave me his piece and I put it in my mouth. It was a mouth orgasm. It was fatty, but it tasted like warm bacon, warm soft bacon. Like it was, I don't know. I mean, maybe it didn't taste like bacon. It was just like one of the greatest things I've ever put in my mouth. It was so fucking good. And I'm still chasing that same duck high.
Sure. Ken said when he went out to eat with you to get duck, which you had requested, you
Yes.
guys went on a double date, right?
Yes.
Yes. He noticed that you had a real affinity for the duck in a way he had not observed.
Well, he's never seen me eat duck before.
Are you licking your fingers and stuff?
Yeah. He never seen me with that duck. So fucking good.
Oh.
We went to a French restaurant. I think that's kind of new in New York, called Franchette or Franchette.
Oh, I had the duck there too.
Oh.
It's supposed to be so good.
It's
Yes.
really good.
Okay, we
totally
didn't get the duck. We didn't get it, but I wanted it.
There
yeah.
ain't I guarantee there's not a spot that serves duck that Joy hasn't
I'm
Wait.
tried
glad.
it.
I'm glad you had it.
No, but also like around the corner from my place in New York, you know, actor Josh Lucas, right? He owns part of this restaurant, L'Enfant de Bohème. I call it Fon. And Tuesday nights are one of my favorite nights of the week, steak Fritz night. And they fry the fries in duck fat.
Oh, yeah.
sure.
So
Duck
I go
fat.
there, I get all dressed up. It's my date night that I take myself out from date because I'm using by myself. And I put on some fly boots or something. And I walk around the corner. And I don't even have to cross the street. I go a right and right. And then I order the steak first with the duck fries, extra duck fat.
Oh.
Depending on the chef. One chef hates giving me extra duck fat. And the other one really likes giving me that extra duck fat.
Sure. Have you had a cholesterol panel done since you started?
No,
in
but
on
I'm
this?
going back to the doctor for sure. Yeah, I know.
Now, Monica just had an experience where she got to basically test what you're talking about. Well, we had this out-of-body experience in Brooklyn at a place called Emily's. Have you been to Emily's?
The burger.
Yes.
I haven't had that yet.
And we've been thinking about it, talking about it, at least
a
every
year.
other day for a year. She went back she just got
A couple
home.
days ago.
And she had it twice.
And it held up. Maybe even better
Oh my
than
God.
what I remembered it to be.
Yes. It's
So you
good.
went from being a vegetarian.
So I
To
was
eating exclusively exotic
okay.
meat.
So before I became a vegetarian, I did eat meat, but I didn't really like it. I was really picky. I wasn't like a full-on carnivore. I ate it because like that's what it was given to me, but I always preferred vegetables, right?
Got it.
Became a vegetarian because it was really easy to not eat meat. So under doctor's orders, like you really should start eating meat. But once I started, now I've become more of a carnivore than I was before.
Yeah.
Like you could have never given me duck, but my cholesterol, I need to be like watching my cholesterol.
Well, let's take a peek.
No, it's not.
Oh,
it's not.
okay.
It's not terrible, but it's not.
It's not ideal.
It's not
Mine's
ideal.
not ideal. Even when I was vegan, it's not ideal. I had to go on a statin.
Yeah, I was vegetarian. And mine was not great.
Yeah, it's it's
So-
largely genetic, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of it.
People are just kind of predestined for high cholesterol amount. But then there's all this conflicting evidence that maybe cholesterol is not an issue at all.
Well, depends on the LDL or the HDL.
Yeah, but even now, it's a little misleading.
Huh.
Okay, so for people who don't know or don't remember from the previous interview, Joy and I created a thing, and it makes her nervous to talk about it, but the soul spectrum.
Oh, we've talked about it since.
Yeah.
I got a pretty low score, and I was pretty pissed about it. I know.
She
No,
didn't
no,
get
no.
it. She did not get a low score. She got a moderate
But
score.
how did she get a low score? How? How did you quantify that?
Thank you.
Because she's whiter than me. She was a cheerleader in Georgia. She'll tell you. She was a cheerleader. What else?
I still should have a high soul score.
She on a mat. Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. We need to like what? What
I'm
else?
so glad
what
we're
else?
roping you into this.
On a scale. So what was the scale? What was your number?
What did you give me? Like a 5?
No,
out
no,
of
no, no,
10?
no, 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 no. I gave you a 6.
Okay, 6. But he gave himself like an 8.
I can't.
Yeah. What would you give?
can't.
What would you give me, Joy? Out of 10 on the
I
soul
mean-
spectrum. Be brutal. Be honest.
I can give you an 8, but she cannot be a
Thank
5 or a
you.
6.
Well, first of all, she's not a 5. She's a 6. Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna knock you down to 7. Make her 8.
Oh
Yes!
my! Oh wow!
I'm
Okay. Well,
so
Listen.
okay.
grateful
Listen.
for
You have the tie-breaking vote at all times.
Listen.
You have more authority in this
Oh, I've
department.
never been happier.
But just to refresh people's memory, the soul spectrum, it's not exactly what you would immediately think. First and foremost, Samuel Jackson is the high water mark. He's a 10.
Wait, when did we decide that?
We decided that.
That Sam Jackson was. I
Samuel
don't remember that
Jackson?
conversation about Sam Jackson being the 10 of. I mean, I
Okay.
guess he is sort of. Okay. Okay.
So we also said Bill Murray is a 10.
We did?
Oh my God.
I
Why did
don't
I even
remember
invent this with you?
This is what happens when you don't smoke a lot of weed.
You remember?
My memory is like, you're going to have to jog my memory here.
So I was trying to really articulate it to Monica as we thought about it. And it was this deep, deep comfort in one's own skin. That to me is what embodies the soul spectrum. Someone who's got rhythm, who is so confident in their own skin, comfortable, relaxed, chill, and has rhythm. And the rhythm could mean any number of things, right? Mm-hmm. So I've got a couple of inductees under the soul spectrum.
Okay.
That I just want to get your opinion on.
Okay.
First, and this person might be an 11, Anderson .Paak. My new obsession, Anderson .Paak.
Oh, he's amazing.
Have you seen
Yes.
the comfort in his skin?
Yes.
If
I
he's
would
not
give-
an 11, I don't know who is.
But this thing doesn't go to 11, but yes. I would say a 10.
Okay. I'm going to nominate Danny McBride as a 10 as well.
I love him so
I know. Me too. But a soul
A 10,
spectrum 10?
yeah.
Oh,
I
this
mean-
motherfucker. Him strutting in Righteous Gemstone, the comfort, the rhythm, the flow.
What do you think about this? What if there was no numerical ranking, but it's like this person is high on the soul spectrum, this person is low on the soul spectrum? Because
Okay.
like everyone can't be a 10.
I like this.
Well, I'm only
I know.
nominating 10s today. There's plenty. I could give
Okay,
you
who
plenty
else?
of 8s.
Who else?
That's it. I brought 2. It's not every day you see someone who's like a 10 on the soul spectrum. We haven't talked about it in a decade, and I've got 2 people that I want to add as 10s. So for me, it's Bill Murray, Samuel Jackson, Anderson .Paak, and Danny McBride.
I think they would all test high on the soul spectrum. Yes. What do ladies at?
Who?
yeah, exactly.
What are ladies at?
Well, I thought of that. Obviously, you're a 10 on the soul spectrum. What females can you think of?
I mean, I just watched her perform with her daughter, Erica Badu.
Oh, I was just gonna.
Right,
You just stole the
We
words
went-
out of my
it's
mouth.
her birthday coming up. Remember, we went to
Yes.
the show at House of Blues.
That
It
was
her
scheduled for
birthday.
her birthday, but she didn't arrive to the day after her birthday.
Amazing.
Monica Joe's kind of trying to gently remind me, like, we don't need to rush. And I was like,
got
we
another
got to head
2
over
hours.
there. It said
Yeah,
the show starts
no.
at 9, and it was
No.
like 11. She's like, we don't need to get over
We're
there.
good.
We went over there at 11. I was panicked we were missing it. And then we waited
We
another
missed
2
a
hours. This
damn-
bitch came on at 1
a
a.m.
damn thing.
Wow.
Erica Badu,
Yeah.
yes, that's a slam dunk. Aretha's probably an 11.
I mean,
She's the
yeah.
original comfort, ease, rhythm, the whole thing. Okay, let's talk about For Life.
Oh, my show. I'm like,
Yes, dingbat.
for life. No.
Let's talk about For Life. 50 Cent is a producer,
Yes, he is.
and so you did Get Rich or Die Tryin',
I did.
and you were his girlfriend.
I was his baby mama. That was my first like Hollywood kid, basically. That was the first time.
Oh, that you played someone with a child.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh huh.
And that just started me on this glorious path.
Do you have a child in your new show?
Not only do I have a child, she's 17 and she's about to have a child.
Oh,
I'm taking shit to the next level.
you're
yo.
a grandma.
I'm a grandma.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Or as Nene Leakes would say, a glam mama. Or as I would say, hot nana.
Wow, so you're gonna be a grandmother.
Yes.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Somehow I missed that part. In the pilot, our daughter, who's 17, is pregnant. And I knew when I read it, I'm like, okay, yeah, she's pregnant. Okay, yeah.
Right.
It was until after I'd done the pilot and I was like maybe a couple weeks later, I was like, wait a minute. My grandmother was only a couple of years older than I am right now when I was born.
Your grandma wasn't younger than that?
No, my grandmother was like 46 when I was born.
Your mom was what, 16?
15. My grandmother had 6 kids total, so my mother was the second youngest.
Okay.
No,
Oh,
third youngest or some shit like that.
okay. So yes, clearly the math holds. You could be a grandma in real
Yeah.
life, but isn't
Wow.
it like I would have already spun out about having a 17-year-old kid? Like just reading that, going like, yeah.
It's just a
I
part
totally.
of my. I mean, what if I played more mom roles and I've not? And I don't even want a fucking kid. But I got mad TV kids or movie
Yeah.
kids or whatever. So Get Rich Die Tryin' was the first time I wore a baby bump.
Uh huh.
And then my first birthing scene, the first of many.
Yeah, and you did one on Parenthood, a birthing
Oh,
scene.
yeah.
On Parenthood.
Yeah.
I did a birthing scene on For Life, a sort of like a flashback to when I gave birth.
Oh, really? When you did Get Rich or Die Trying, that was the apex of 50s.
Yeah, I mean, he was.
It was the bulletproof vest era.
Mm-hmm.
What was that experience like? What kind of guy is he? I've never met him. He wore a bulletproof vest. He's jacked. He's an amazing
He's
MC.
He is jacked.
He's been shot 7 times. What was he like as a co-star?
He was wonderful as a co-star.
Yeah.
But my experience with him was amazing.
It's the first time he's acting.
I mean, too, sometimes like when it's your first time out the gate, you just go on instinct because you don't really know,
Well,
and, right?
a lot of things can happen. You can be terrified, and that can
Right.
make you act like a fucking asshole.
Right.
I've been
Or-
terrified and acted not nice.
Yeah.
And I've been terrified and been humble enough to ask for guidance.
Fair enough. Totally.
There's all
Totally.
kinds of versions
But
of
also
being
it's like,
scared.
Well, also like, I mean, I would think, and it's not like he ever said anything, but like, I would think it was really, really hard to not just act for the first time, but to basically play a version of yourself.
Yes.
That's harder than even being a first-time actor, I think. I think because he's a rapper and already an entertainer in a way, there's something that he was able to lock into and relate to and then give that performance, which, I mean, again, like to play yourself,
Yeah.
a version of yourself is fucking really hard for anybody. So then to work with him as a producer,
Yeah.
I mean he's on the show too. He
is?
He's got a dope part, like a dope recurring part on the show. I didn't have any scenes with him because the show is like basically like 3 dramas. It's a family drama, prison drama, and a courtroom drama all wrapped up in one drama. And so many characters do never intersect.
Am I right in that it is the story of a guy who got sent to prison and then became a lawyer in prison and then
Yeah, so-
fought and got his way out? Is that yeah?
So our show is inspired by Isaac Wright Jr., who was convicted like under like the drug kingpin law, whatever, in Jersey. I think it was Jersey. Yeah, Jersey. And so he was wrongfully accused and convicted to life plus 70.
So for drug charges.
Right. And he's innocent.
Yeah.
Plenty of people, sadly, it's not uncommon for people to be wrongfully convicted, even sentenced to death. We know that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So while he was in prison, he studied the law and started to help other prisoners in their appeals. And I mean, he helped a bunch of prisoners. I forgot the number, but get acquittals.
No shit. So he's incarcerated, but he becomes these people's lawyer. So then I assume he's joining them at their appeal trial or whatever.
I'm not sure how that works.
Okay.
But he's studying the law enough to give them the information that they need to then,
Right.
So all along building his case. And he was able to represent himself in court, appealed his case, and knock down each sentence. Like, it wasn't like at one swoop. He had to go in and knock down a life sentence.
Wow.
Then go back and knock down the 70.
Oh my God.
And then got out and became a practicing attorney. Because on our show, you meet Aaron, who's inspired by Isaac. You meet him 9 years in, and he's trying his first case. So it's inspired by him. I mean, it's pretty incredible. It actually really happened. It's like, what do you say? The truth is stranger than fiction.
Yeah. I just interviewed a dude that I had gone to college with who's now a professor of archaeology at UCLA.
That's so cool.
My friend Jason DeLeon. He reminded me of the story where we ran from the cops on my motorcycle, and then he thought he knew where we were at, and he was telling me where to turn. He thought we were in Long Beach, but we were in Marina Del Rey, and then we crashed into a bush. And then we hid behind a bush, and then the cops came and they shined the light on the bush, and they're like, "We can see you guys behind the bush. Come out!" And so then the cops were like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" It's like 3 a.m, and it was the night the Lakers had won the championship in 2000. And we're like, we're celebrating the Lakers, and we got a little carried away. But I'm like, I drive for a living. My life will be over. Told the story. I saw on Instagram because it aired. Someone was like, "I can't believe you got out of that," and I was like, "Yeah, because I'm white." Like, I got out because I'm white. And also the amount of drugs I did and bought and carried and everything. I'm 1,000% would be in prison if I were black.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would have been stopped so many times and asked what I was doing.
But even if you ain't have nothing. Or
No,
do nothing,
totally.
Right? But then if you...
But I was always doing something.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
And you was always in some shit.
then the cop wouldn't have thought it was cute that I was celebrating the Lakers. Like, there would have been no goodwill towards me.
No.
And I would have gone to jail, and that would have been one of a million times.
And you evading,
Oh, yeah.
resisting or whatever
It'd
the
have been
fuck.
a felony.
All of that shit.
Yeah.
For like celebrating the Lakers. Okay.
In my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, this is just how the world works. I have no reason to think that it doesn't work
Yeah,
that
of
way.
course.
Like, oh, sometimes they let you off, sometimes you get fucked.
Right. And that's your experience. And you experience the world differently till you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. Well, I hear stories of other guys who have gone to prison, serially, like keep going. And quite often the things that they were sent over and over again for, or especially parole violations, I'm like, yeah, I did all those things.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you and I had a fun text exchange the other day.
Yes.
It's T.I. So we interviewed T.I. And then after we interviewed T.I., he said stuff that I just flat out disagree with. Okay? He said he goes with his 18-year-old daughter, the gynecologist, to make sure she's a virgin.
But he didn't sit there on your show?
Not on my
No,
show.
he
We
said
would
after.
no, because I would have been like, hold on. So I didn't like what he said. It's not great. I don't have that opinion. But on the ivory tower condemnation of him, I started going, some other layers happening here. And the thing that ended up irritating me a lot was, if you're born into a household with 2 college-educated parents who are already liberal and raised you that way, and you left the house at an 8 out of 10 on the woke scale, and then you got yourself to 10, okay, you went up 20% from how you were raised. And T.I., as he said on the show, supported his mom from the time he was like 10 years old. He watched his mother get abducted in an apartment and duct taped and held at gunpoint for 4 hours.
He basically lived through and endured a tremendous amount of trauma that most people will never experience.
And then the culture, he had to be uber masculine to survive, this heightened masculinity. So the fact that he is out and raises a family and generates money and is a good dude, his level of growth is tenfold of what someone who went from an 8 to a 10. He far exceeded what he was brought up in. And there seems to be no appreciation for that. There's just, you need to be this.
But I don't understand that connection to what he said about taking his daughter to test her hymen.
Well, the people that were furious at him were so righteous about how wrong he was, and were so judgmental of that error he made. And on that topic. And I just felt like it was a lot of people who were already grew up in a house that was 8s and now they've reached 10 status.
Well, I think it's fair game for people to be like, yo, homie, what the fuck are you talking about? Testing, like, I think that's legit.
Yeah.
Like, I can be critical of that while understanding the struggles and strides that he made in his life. That's, yeah, okay. But what him saying that about his daughter is very Handmaid's Tale.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he can be called out for that, but that doesn't negate his struggle. It doesn't negate the things that he's done. But I can be pissed at you for saying, I mean, I'm not pissed. I'm just saying, like, one can be pissed at him for saying that, but also be like, yeah, he also does what he does and he's cool, whatever.
Yeah, I just think there's like a willful ignoring of all context. Like that's treating it as like all things are.
I mean, I do think that where we are right now, people definitely will call your ass out for shit, and you're like, okay, really, you don't call people out for that, but you're not calling out, like.
Yeah, I don't know. I just felt like
everyone has an opinion.
I
and
feel
some
like
people,
it's a little hypocritical to have grown up with every single opportunity, and you're holding this.
But that's assuming that everyone who was critical of him came from that. There are people who are critical of him who also grew up the way he did.
Sure.
So I just think that, like, it just gets annoying when everyone's like, rah! But when you say shit and, like, listen, everyone has a fucking opinion because of which is great because of social media. Everyone has a voice and everyone has an opinion. The flip side is that everyone has a voice and every opinion. And you can be on the receiving end of that shit in a great way, and quickly they turn on your ass the next day, and then they forget about it a week later, and then it's good again. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I just don't see the connection of, like, people calling him out for that, how that relates to how he grew up. Or, like, that you should be like, okay, well, damn, he grew up real fucked up, so we should give him a pass for saying that. Even joking about his daughter's body is just problematic. Just regardless of whether it's a joke or not, that's the problem. That's the problem. But I'm not gonna call you out because I don't care.
You're probably right. You're always right when we argue.
No, it's
but
that's
I
my
also
opinion.
think if you grew up in a way where you watched women get used a certain way, and yes, that then affects the rest of your view on life, and
That's
you think,
okay.
I gotta fucking protect this person. Now, I think the way he's quote protecting her is absolutely backwards and wrong. I don't agree with it, but I also recognize that he probably sees a much greater threat than someone else might see.
I think it's okay to challenge people, even if we like them and like the things that they do, the art they create. We're all, like, trying to do better here, and we're all learning how to, deprogram ourselves from racism, sexism, and all these things. And sometimes there's an intersection of the 2 or 3 or 4. And all of us are learning how to use the right language, not in a overly PC kind of way or whatever, but all of us are trying to figure out, like, how to use correct language, and also how sometimes some thoughts and some ideas we have are fucking problematic. Even as a woman, I can have views that are internalized sexism. You know what I'm saying? We're all learning about how to evolve. So you don't get a pass because I had a fucked up life too.
Yeah.
You don't get a pass for that.
Yeah.
But do better.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. I think you might have 180'd me.
I like that.
Stay tuned for more Armchair Expert, if you dare.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. We've talked before about Rob building our website on Squarespace, and I bring it up again because it's a perfect example of what they do well. Rob had all the pieces, the content, the vision, the ideas, but he needed something to actually take all that and make it public facing. And Squarespace was that bridge. Maybe you're in the same spot. You've been developing something, a business, a skill set, a body of work, and it's been private. It's been yours, but at some point you're ready to put it out there, and that transition from private to public can feel like a huge leap. Squarespace makes it feel like a step. Beautiful templates, built-in SEO, email campaigns, scheduling, analytics, everything you need to go from I've been working on this to here it is, come find me. All in one place, no code, no stitching together a bunch of different tools. So if you've been sitting on something and waiting for the right moment, this might be it. Head to squarespace.com/DAX for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code DAX to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. You've heard us talk about BetterHelp for a while, but I don't know that we've ever talked about how much people love this service when they use it. BetterHelp has an average live therapy session rating of 4.9 out of 5 based on over 1.7 million client session reviews. And you can check out the reviews yourself at betterhelp.com/reviews to see how much they love BetterHelp. Knowing that kind of service feedback from real people speaks for itself. I'm a huge proponent of therapy, as we've talked about before. I've learned so many things about myself that I believe truly only an outside objective person could help me come to. BetterHelp makes it easy to get started. Answer a few questions, get matched with a therapist based on your needs, and switch therapists at any time if it's not the right fit. See the reviews, see what stands out, and see if BetterHelp is right for you. Visit betterhelp.com/Dax. That's betterhelp.com/Dax. We get support from Apple Gift Card. Back to school is here, and for many, that means some big life transitions. Whether they are heading into a new grade or setting up a dorm for the first time, you want to give them something that actually supports their growth and success. Apple Gift Card is a versatile solution because it takes the guesswork out of gifting. It's not just about a new pair of AirPods for focus. It's about giving them the invaluable chance to choose the digital tools and subscriptions that suit their unique journey. They can use it for productivity apps on the App Store, movie nights on Apple TV, or extra iCloud storage for all those new memories. With Apple Gift Card, it's so empowering to give the students their freedom to allocate their own resources. Celebrate their new academic chapter. Visit applegiftcard.apple.com to celebrate their milestones and gift one today. We are supported by Walden University. You know that feeling when you've been thinking about making a move, going after the degree, the promotion, the thing you keep telling yourself you'll get to someday? Walden University is built for that moment. For over 50 years, Walden has helped working professionals get the W, the knowledge, the skills, and the confidence to create real change in their careers and communities. Their programs are designed around your life, not the other way around. With tempo learning available in select programs, there are no rigid schedules or set weekly deadlines. You move at your own pace. And Walden's faculty aren't just academics. They're practitioners who bring real-world experience into everything they teach. From your first class to career coaching and beyond, Walden is your partner the whole way. Take the first step and learn at a pace that works for you. Visit waldenu.edu. Walden University. Set a course for change. Certified to operate by Chev. Internal sexism. I'll tell you when it happened to me the other day where I was like, I'm like more and more becoming aware of layers of misogyny that I have. They shock me. Because I don't think I'm a misogynist, but I think there's all kinds of just things I think are objective that are not objective. Like Chris and I we were watching some movie with some older actors, and I was abnormally conscious of how old the female actress looked. I was just like, it was really on my mind. Like in scenes, I'm like, oh yeah, she's really aged, right?
Yeah.
And I said to Kristen, I'm like, I feel like an asshole, but I'm super aware of how that this woman is aged and not that the men have. Like I see that they've aged, but I see it in the women way more than I see it in the men.
Yeah. Doesn't make you a misogynist. You're just realizing how much sexism and the patriarchy
Well, my
has
culture
affected.
that the software I'm running is misogynistic.
Right, because we live in this society. Yeah. But I mean, I think it's the same way also too. It's like white people recognizing that okay, acknowledging certain privileges or certain injustices doesn't make you racist. We just want to be acknowledged that and we're all been conditioned. All of us.
Oh, yeah.
Marginalized people in all of us. And we're all trying to figure out how to fucking break that program. And I think that's the problem with people coming at people where, it's like the pendulum was here for so long and now it just swung all to the other side where people are being free to express themselves and call shit out because shit wasn't getting called out. The problem is that too much shit might be getting called out.
Yeah.
So we just haven't gotten back to the middle yet. But this is a major consciousness shift. I mean, everything that we thought we knew, we're being challenged.
Yeah.
In sexuality, race, everything. And it's a lot.
Oh, it's a lot.
So it's going to be messy.
Yeah.
But part of it is all of us acknowledging that, okay, you know what? I thought I knew shit and I don't. Or you saying that, wow, I didn't realize things were. And that's the thing that moves things forward.
Definitely.
For all of us. But all of us are conditioned. I actually did it the same way too. Like I was watching, I don't even know what it was, where I was like, oh, well, she looks, I'm like, oh, that's so fucked up. Why am I calling out her neck right now? Right?
Yeah. Well, first of all, it triggers your own fear. Like we all have fear of losing our powers, right? Our potency. Like you know what the signature tells are of like I'm aging. So when
Different
you
for
see it in
women.
other people, you're like, oh,
But it's always been different for women than men.
oh, it's much more
Always.
brutal.
It's not brutal for men.
There's a physiological component, right? There's a natural evolution component, which is guys can get girls pregnant at 90 years old. So
Right.
in that way, they don't literally lose their potency. And I think we've built this whole thing on top of that one fact that they are still have prowess.
Well, it's a patriarchy too.
Yes,
So,
yes.
so like that's dismantle is always going to skew towards men. But for women in general, and then also on screen, shelf life has always been hit a ceiling at 40. Now, there's more women who are not 20 something or whatever. But it's the same thing. Like, you'd have like Harrison Ford is like, why is his love interest like 30 years younger? And then
Oh, yeah.
like, and so judging sexiness and fuckability in men versus women as they age has always been completely lopsided.
yeah.
It's changing-ish.
Realizing how like you don't realize you're looking through a layer of culture. Like none of us we're not aware at all times that we're looking through a layer of culture. And so the example I would give is as we watch these 80s movies, like we'll show our kids movies we loved when we were younger. They certainly haven't fixed the age gap on TV between men and women, but it has gotten dramatically
Yes.
different to the point that
Better.
we'll be watching these 80s movies and Kristen's like, the 50-year-old man's wife is 23. It's in every movie. Now, when we were growing up, you weren't aware of that. I was not aware of that in any way whatsoever.
I mean, I know it's kind of, it's Woody Allen, but I just watched Manhattan the other day.
And what's the I can't remember how that one goes.
the plot? It's like he's 42 and she's 17.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
But like,
It's really on brand for him.
I mean, totally.
Yeah.
But like, did anyone blink an eye back then?
yeah,
No,
probably
well, American
not.
Beauty, which
No.
I love. It's a fantastic movie. It won the
But
best
that's
picture.
the premise.
It is the premise.
At least it's baked in. It's not like this is normal. It's showing that this is warped a bit.
Yes, but it is playing on this stereotype that his wife is older and she's shrill.
And this one is young and vibrant. And
Yeah.
again,
The wife's
validates his
controlling.
manhood and his
Totally.
virility. Because the male ego is so fucking fragile.
And Annette Bening, who's perfect in it, she's so brilliant in that movie, but she's so controlling and she can't let go of the fucking couch. And there's just a lot of like generic archetypes about an older woman. And then there's a younger woman.
Interesting to watch that again.
Right. I
Through
guarantee.
this lens, of
Yes.
course.
Yes.
Now, the one though that I even knew at the time, I was like, this feels dicey, was Soul Man. I tried to
Oh
explain
God,
to
oh
younger
God, oh God, oh God.
I tried to
Oh, my
explain
God.
to younger people that I work with that there was a movie when you and I were adults. That
I
movie
would
wasn't
never
we weren't
fucking
7.
fly right now, dude.
Thomas C. Howell wants to get into a college and he can only get in through affirmative action, so he discovers these pills, these tanning pills
So fucked up, dude.
that will make him black.
Oh, wow.
So he is actually in blackface the whole movie.
Oh,
and we
my
were
God.
adults. And although I was like,
we were adults?
I
No,
think we were
still-
like
no, dude.
16, 17 now.
That's not adult.
Okay, well, you didn't meet me when I was 16 or 17.
You was ground.
I was holding shit down. I was grown.
You were grown.
I was a grown ass.
You ground.
I could tell I was like, this feels dicey, but not to the level where I was like, this is insane. Whereas now, of course, I would be like, that's insane.
It's insane. Well, there's a lot of stuff that you can't. Yeah, like look, we are
But-
constantly evolving in consciousness and understanding and awareness, and that's what's happening. This is great. Okay, so our next viewing party is Soul Man and American Beauty.
What a tasty night.
I don't know which one's first.
And maybe Manhattan, too.
Which I really like that movie.
Well,
Even though he's problematic. You know what I'm saying? Like the shots are beautiful. Like
Yeah.
the frames. I mean,
yeah.
But it's like the TI thing. There can be things
Listen.
about it that are
Yeah.
good that you can take away.
we're also learning about, things are non-binary, right? Like, listen, there's complexities to everyone. There's so many shades of gray, and you can hold opposing thoughts and fuse in your mind.
Yeah. I think the thing that where I've come out on the other side, mostly through Monica's help, is I can concede
Who's
that.
an 8 on the soul scale? Sorry.
Yeah. You haven't seen her dance. That's part
Doesn't
of it.
matter.
It does.
Have you even seen Bill Murray dance?
Exactly.
I have.
Well,
It's
we
just-
all haven't seen it, so no.
So basically, I'm like, it's cool to say it about your own group. I'm free to talk about the white trash that I grew up around, and there's tons of funny stuff about that, and I can make fun of that.
Yeah.
And I'm getting at peace with that. Then I'm happy with that because, and part of it is because now there are so many voices that have been empowered. Like Hassan Minaj has a voice.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that have voices now that didn't, and there was all this funny stuff that like anyone could have observed that these are funny things.
Right.
But now there's the right people to observe those funny things.
Right.
But now Chappelle's he's observing some shit that's not his own stuff. But
Right.
I also love that because, I mean, he's got a joke in the special where he's talking about the opioid crisis. And he's like, white people are going down. He's like, I kind of know how they felt about the crack epidemic now. I don't really care too much. And I was like, oh my God, what a fucking thing to say. Like, yeah, all the white people are dying of opioid. No, I don't care too much. And I was like, this is brilliant.
Yeah.
And he's calling out the other thing. And
Well, I mean, I think as a person of color, you can comment on white people because like we've had to know so much about white people and they never have to know about us. So if anyone's a fucking expert at talking about shit like that, we can talk about it. We actually can.
That joke is not about white people. It's about white people's reaction
Right,
to black people.
right.
It's
no,
not-
I think it's a joke about in-group, out-group, personally.
Yeah, nah.
You guys disagree? It's
Nah.
good.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a joke about like, oh yeah, you're worried about your people. People are worried about their group, their population, and people are not worried about other populations and groups. That's
Okay,
just human
I see-
nature.
okay, I see that.
Like-
And it was also what she said. Actually, it's both.
I think it's both.
It's both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember? Non-binary thinking here,
Non-binary.
right?
Right. Many options.
Yeah.
Yeah. A
Both are
spectrum.
true, actually.
What else?
Oh, well, I mean, our debate about car notes, house note,
Yes.
it's still ongoing because I sent you that screenshot
Yeah.
of one of the comments on Instagram.
Yeah. It was one white guy said we called it a car note too.
I don't know if he was white or black, but it was somebody who works in financial shit who said,
But that's not really the debate. The debate is
But-
black folks say car note and white folks say car payment. That's
But it's
just a fact.
but I thought
Certainly, there are some white people who say car note, and there are certainly black people who
But
say
are-
car
wait, is it-
payment. But I'm talking about majorities here. I'm saying that
But
70% of
but
white
I-
people
but
say
you're gonna do
car
an
payment.
informal survey, and you're gonna
Okay.
see all the white people who say it's a car. They say car no house no.
Okay.
Or what's the other thing? If they don't say house no.
Payment. Car payment. I'm
You
late
know
on my
what?
car
It's
payment.
So you know what?
can't even remember
You know
the
what?
name of it.
First of all, house no car no sounds better than fucking payment anyway. So you know what? Y'all can have
Why
white
does-
people. Y'all can have the payment. Black people gonna take car no because that's more creative and funky
Listen.
and soulful on
Yeah,
the
it's
soul
way
meter.
higher on
House
the
note
soul
and car note is a fucking 10, and your fucking lame ass payment shit is a 2.
I completely agree with you that the word note is higher on the soul spectrum.
It's so much higher on the. So you
But
know what?
There's no right and wrong, though. This observation isn't like you guys are saying it wrong. I don't know the goddamn origin of payment or note. I just
know.
certainly know that my black friends were late on their car note and they weren't late on their car payment. My white friends were late on their car payment.
It's so much higher on the soul spectrum.
Let me ask you a real question.
Yeah.
You get the sides for the day, you get the script, you get the scene, and it's you going to the bank. I can't make this house payment. Do you say to the writers, she wouldn't say house payment. She'd say house note.
Hypothetically speaking, if
Yeah.
that I would be like, can I just say house note? Oh, I would just say it.
Right?
Well, you know, we try to keep it real as possible. I mean, you know, one thing,
Yeah, tell me.
and this is amongst all the black people on the show, mainly the black women, black woman characters.
Yeah.
When we're going to sleep, we're not wearing our headscarves. Black women do wear their headscarves to protect our hair, keep it nice and soft, and also like, you know, a silk scarf or a satin scarf. You know, it's just good, keeps the
Yeah.
hair moist.
Yeah. Our first sex scene, I was like, let's have a boundaries conversation. Tell me your boundaries. And you're like, I don't give a shit. Just don't touch my hair. And then I was like,
Yeah, that's
oh, it's good to know.
Yeah, good to know.
That's
Don't be
not.
running your fingers through somebody's hair like that without fucking asking.
I see.
Okay.
So then I learned, don't fuck with a black woman's hair. Just
Right.
don't.
Ever.
Yeah.
Well, and you know, white people don't be walking up just putting your fingers in people's hair either, because that's the other thing
That's
too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Oh, your hair's so pretty. Why are you touching me?
yeah.
Stop that.
Yeah.
But I was saying about keeping it real, right? Real accurate. We were like, oh, you know, we're not wearing headscarves in these scenes because you're not really gonna do that on TV, but in real life, all of us are wearing our freaking headscarves.
Well,
I mean, you can do it on TV, but we didn't. But we recognize that, like, if we're going to bed, I wear my headscarf. I mean, unless I'm, going to bed. No,
Sure.
You know what I'm
with a
saying.
couple puffs on a doobie and one glass of wine and it's coitus time. Does Dave, the Pope, is he ever laying in bed and he's like feeling frisky and he looks over and he's like gives
Your
you a
husband.
look.
We should tell
Yeah,
people.
yeah. And he's like, he kind of just looks at you a little longer than he normally would. And then you just grab that headscarf. Does he know, like, ooh, not happening?
Wait.
Or conversely, is he get in bed and he like goes shut off his light, but then he looks over and he's like, damn, she don't have her headscarf on. It's party time. Does that become a big signal for when it's party time?
No, but
Because you fuck with your headscarf on, right?
No, I don't actually.
You never fuck with your headscarf
No,
on.
but this is what I've done. If I'm in bed with the scarf and things go in a certain direction and shit is going down, I'm taking that fucking scarf off because, like, I'm trying to give you a whole look, boo. And also, I don't want to be. If I catch a glimpse in the mirror, I don't want to see you fucking me with a headscarf. That just doesn't work. It's not sexy for me either.
Yeah.
It's not sexy for me either. I want to. I'm trying to get turned on, turn you on. Like,
Sure.
come on, I'm not trying to fuck in a headscarf.
Okay, so there is a real good indicator for him when it's time to look alive.
I mean,
I wish Kristen wore a headscarf because it would save us so much of me, like, like a couple gentle like touches on the shoulder. And I gotta read because she's white. I gotta figure out, like, is she liking this? Should I move my hand off the shoulder onto the breast? But if she had her headscarf on, I'd be like, don't even come knocking at the door.
Listen, you should maybe bring it up to her. Listen, a silk headscarf is great for everyone's hair, and also a silk pillowcase for your face.
Well,
She does use a silk pillowcase.
Yeah.
she does, but that
So
is not
it
a
is-
green light for coitus. Just to let you know.
That's true. I'm not even trying to get head in a headscarf.
I guess my wife. Yeah,
I'm not even trying to do that. I'm trying to be like,
get head or give head.
I'm not gonna give him head with a fucking headscarf.
What if
my
it's
God,
don't
that
you
is
have sexy
so
headscarves though? I
don't
wouldn't
know-
mind looking down.
I can't speak for anyone
okay.
else. I just
Okay.
know that I can speak for other black women. We say that we sleep in headscarves to protect our hair. That's about as far as I'm going.
Okay.
For me,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to fuck or suck with a fucking headscarf.
Okay. Good. This
It
is
just doesn't like.
This is wonderful.
It doesn't. There's a look.
Yeah.
There's a thing
Yes.
going on.
Yes. Now the only indicator I have from Kristen is if that bite guard's in,
That's a wrap.
I might as well go to another room.
No, but there's always room for listen. You have to stay flexible.
I don't think that
Well,
bite
y'all
guard's
got
ever
kids.
come up.
Y'all got to get shit done.
Yeah.
Closets and like
Sure.
5 minutes over here, over there, like
Yeah.
in secret, in silence.
So that's my last topic actually for you. So I brought this up last time.
Mm-hmm.
And I had many times on set when I had a kid, I was so excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very encouraging of you to have a kid. And then you wrote this amazing essay
Mm-hmm.
on stop asking me if I'm going to have a kid or something. It was worded
Dax.
something.
Right. Hey, Dax, stop telling me I should have kids.
I had to
Dax.
write this fucking article, this op-ed to get you to stop. And then so I read it and I was like, oh my God, I'm a part of that problem.
Because you knew which one too. You were like, "They're so much fun."
They're so much fun.
That was you.
Well, I also said you guys would have a beautiful kid.
Yeah, no, but I was specifically talking about you because you were the only person who said they're so much fun.
Yeah. I've changed my tune
I
on
know.
that. Yeah.
I totally know that. Like, because if you didn't, you're a fucking liar. Like I said in the thing, you fucking liar. Dax.
It is interesting. It is interesting because, ultimately it's still a big win. Like, it's still a huge win for
What?
me. With kids.
Oh yeah, for you.
For me, it's still a huge
Fabulous.
win. But, I mean, they really, really throw a wrench
They
into
fuck up your money. They
Yeah.
fuck up your time.
Yeah.
They fuck up your
Just lately, I've been like,
stress levels.
I've had the strongest desire to just go sit somewhere for like 6 days with nobody asking me anything. Like,
that's
that's
not
my
happening.
dream vacation right now is just to
With
go
nobody
sit.
asking you any.
Sit in a hotel room by myself. That's like seems ideal. So now I've come a little bit more towards your side over this
It's such a
almost
great
7
side.
years, and you've not wavered at all.
Oh, I am so rigid
You're
and
so
firm
good. You're so okay.
in my decision. I reaffirm every single day.
I think even more, though, it was much deeper than just like, oh, you should have kids. I also found it to be very cathartic for my own childhood,
Yeah.
weirdly. So there was like a therapeutic aspect to
I
it
can
that
see
I
that.
really wanted for you.
Let's assuming that it's assuming a lot, but I can see that.
It is assuming. Well, it's assuming a lot, but also I
can
know
see
a
that.
lot about you.
Yeah. I'm at a place where I think that I would be a good enough parent.
Yeah.
So I don't think like I'd be a terrible parent. Like, because that was something that I probably like in the past was like, oh my God, I don't want to be like, her or whatever.
Yeah.
But I know that I would be a good enough parent. Still don't make me want to fucking do it.
Yeah. I'm not urging you.
Oh, no, I know.
I'm over that. I learned my lesson.
Oh, yeah. See, evolution, you evolved.
But I do wonder, I'm still curious about it because we're different ages now. Like, as shocking as it is, you and I were like 32 on Parenthood, 33.
Nuh-uh.
So 2010,
2010.
it first aired, and we had shot the pilot like 9 months before that. So 11 years ago, and you're 45 and I'm 45. So we were 34.
Shit.
I know, it's disturbing, right?
Wow. It's all a blur. I prefer to be older.
You do. Do you think about mortality?
Yeah. I feel like I think about it more so now being at the age I'm at than ever in my 20s or 30s. And how could we not?
I'm going to add to this. My dad died at 62 and your mom died at what?
50-something.
50-something.
Yeah.
So you and I in particular would
Yeah.
be wise to just consider, okay, well, worst case scenario, we follow in our parents' footsteps.
Well, I mean,
TikTok, motherfucker.
I'm in therapy about that. Okay. My grandmother died at 65. My mother died at not even 55.
Right.
So I had this thing that I was going to die at 45, actually.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to be 46 this year, so I made it.
Yay.
Yeah.
Sort of. Well, I still got like how many more months till October?
I find it to be a little discomforting that, yeah, my dad died so young.
I'm definitely thinking about mortality, my own, and then dealing with others' mortality then reminds me of my own, which then kind of feels like, fuck, we're at that age now. Because, like, while our parents died relatively young,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And my grandmother died when she was 65 and I was 19. So I've dealt with that dynamic for a long time. But, friends, loved ones, parents are getting older. Even if they're okay, they're still getting older,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Some have health issues.
Mm-hmm.
People are thinking about how I'm going to care for my parent,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's a trip to then see now you're stepping into this role, right?
Oh, yeah.
Of possible caretaker or having to bear, like, it just blows my fucking mind.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh yeah, because I don't know, who knows how long you're going to live, but like, you're like, oh wow, like death seems very real.
It's
Than it
closer
did-
than the beginning was.
Not
at
so and
this
so
point.
who OD'd or whatever when we were 20s or
Yeah.
whatever, or maybe the grandparent or great grandparent. No, but like, it's only going to accelerate from here. It's never going to slow down.
No.
More people are going to die, get older, including us. Like, it's just so I don't think about it that much.
Okay. So,
Even though I think about it all the time.
well, because this is my question, is the only Band-Aid I have for it is my kids.
Right.
Because there is something weird about the notion. I think it was someone said it in a movie, and I was like, "Oh my god, that is my main desire." It's like the only wish I have now on planet Earth is that when I die, I'll be able to look at my kids while I'm dying, because I find great peace in that, and I never had that, and so I was just genuinely curious that we're the same age, and I know we're thinking about it. We have parents that died young, and I was
we
wondering
both
what.
had parents who died, and we were there. Like,
Oh, we were there.
we were there. And so they looked at us,
Yes.
even though we had such complicated.
Yes. Yeah, I have that little bit of cushion that helps me deal with that thought.
So for me, since
Yeah,
I
what's
don't
yours?
have children, how do I?
I guess you're more spiritual than I am.
No, I mean, I think
not a
everyone.
ton.
We gotta all find our reasons to live. I think that for me, if I can create things that matter, that I leave behind, and I have such great relationships in my life.
Yeah.
If I can accomplish the things that most of the things I want to accomplish in my life and have the quality of life that I have and continue to have, and that's enough.
Yeah. Joy Bryant, I love you so much.
I love you too, Doug.
I don't like that you live in New York. I know you're having
I
a
don't
blast.
really. Okay, you guys, I don't really live there. I'm just there.
You've been there since August. When's For Life on? It's on ABC.
Okay,
Great
yeah.
network.
It's Tuesday nights at 10 o'clock on ABC, but you can also watch it on the app and also on Hulu.
Yeah.
The timing is right
Yeah.
for the show.
Yeah.
It's the right show at the right time. If it's 5 years ago or 2 years ago, not on air.
Yeah.
So all of those things, I think, are good indicators that we could have another season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So another year in New York. Because I told you, I can only imagine if I was making a show in Michigan and I was back where I came from, where I was poor and I was a baller, I would love it.
I've spent enough time there. But it is the first time that I've stayed there, whatever, longer than a month. I know the mailman. Like, I'm a regular at this restaurant. They're like, the usual? I'm like, the usual. I'm like Norm and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
But let's just say I have this beautiful station wagon downstairs. You just saw it.
So
Beautiful
dope.
gold wheels. I drive around LA, whatever. But if I was driving that wagon through Milford, where I'm from, my town, I'd feel like, oh, damn, I'm back.
first of all, right. But first of all, you driving that shit around Hollywood, I don't care what nobody say. You're fucking killing it. Because those rims are so fucking dope.
Well, you recognize, but you know.
But
in
real recognize
general.
real. There's other people who are like, what? Who is that with those rims? Dax Shepard roll like that? And people who don't like it, fuck them because they don't even know what's hot because they're bland on the souls meter.
Oh, yeah, they're twos.
Because like
ones
if you're
and
like a 2,
twos.
you'll never know what an 8 or a 10 is. You
That's
don't know
right.
that because your ass is a 2.
You can't see what you can't see?
So for those people who are 7 and up, they're like, yeah, that's hot.
That's the stuff.
I mean,
but I'm a 6 now. You demoted me.
no. We're doing away with the numerical
Number.
Yeah, yeah.
rankings.
Okay.
Because I think it's just because it's going to be hard. Like, who's really an 8? She not an 8.
It's
You're not a
hard.
7. Come on, I'm not a 10. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's too hard. It's too
It's
hard
too
to
hard.
be uniform with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to
hard.
start more fights than it's going to solve. Joy, I love you.
I love you too.
And I will see you in New York, I guess, because that's where you live. And watch,
I
watch
didn't
For
even
Life.
say that, you guys.
For Life on
I
ABC.
live here in California. I
A-
just spend time.
ABC 10 p.m.
By Coastal.
For Life.
Watch my show.
All right, love you.
Bye. I love you too.
Stay tuned for more Armchair Expert, if you dare.
This episode is brought to you by SoFi, the all-in-one finance app where you can bank, borrow, and invest all in one place.
Let's talk bank accounts for a second. The average bank savings rate is 0.39% in interest. You're earning pennies on your savings, but it does not have to be that way.
With SoFi High Yield Checking and Savings, the money barely making moves sitting in your savings account can earn over 8 times the national average savings rate with eligible direct deposit.
No account or overdraft fees, which feels rare these days. You can get your paycheck up to 2 days early, perfect for getting ahead of a bill or grabbing what you need right when you need it.
Plus, get up to a $300 welcome bonus when you sign up with eligible direct deposit. Sign up for SoFi Checking and Savings at SoFi.com/armchair. SoFi Checking and Savings is offered through SoFi Bank N.A., member FDIC. Terms apply. This episode is brought to you by ServiceNow. Look, I have my dream job. I get to talk to folks I admire like crazy and ask them virtually any question that I want to. I can't imagine a better way to spend my time. But even dream jobs have some not so dreamy parts, the stuff that gets in the way of the actual work. Now, that's where ServiceNow's AI specialists come in. They don't just tell you what you should do about your busy work. They actually do it, start to finish. Cases closed, requests handled, no extra work for you. So you and your team can focus on what matters most, which for me is, are they obsessed with male bodies on the same level as I am?
They never are.
To learn how to put AI to work for people, visit servicenow.com.
Living your best life means being extra where it counts and skipping the extra where you don't need it. Like in your cleaning products. That's where Seventh Generation comes in. Their bio-based cleaning power delivers a powerful clean with nothing extra in the bottle. Need a dish soap that cuts through the tough grease? A detergent that tackles the worst stains and odors? Seventh Generation handles it all without any dyes or artificial fragrances. Real clean doesn't have to come with a long list of add-ons. Upgrade to a powerful clean without anything extra. Look for 7th generation dish soap and laundry detergent wherever you shop for your cleaning products.
And now my favorite part of the show, the fact check with my soulmate, Monica Padman.
Your friend is back.
My friend is back. Yes, it's so nice to see her. It had been a while since I lost an argument to her. What are your thoughts on that? Like, do you enjoy seeing someone who almost every argument I've gotten in with her, I lose? And I acknowledge I've lost.
You acknowledge.
Yeah.
Which, that's the most interesting part to me.
I thought that might be your reaction.
Yeah. I rarely see you concede in the way you do with her.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I think she's so smart and interesting, and I love that you guys debate, and I love that she's not going to let you get away with anything.
Uh-huh.
I think I also serve that purpose, but I don't know that I get the same reaction.
Well, she and I tend to argue about something so specific, which is black-white stuff.
Yeah.
So if she's pointing out a blind spot I have about being white,
Yeah.
she is an authority.
For sure.
And then the stuff you and I usually argue about, neither of us are an authority. Like, I had to concede that your parents didn't want to hug you and look into your eyes and say, I love you.
Well, they do.
Because ultimately, as much as I think I know all humans want their kids to do that, I don't know what the Indian experience is.
Yeah.
And then when I hear you and Hassan say the same thing, I go, I'm clearly wrong. I don't know what happens there.
Right.
Like, if she and I argue about what tastes better on the Burger King menu, I will never relent.
Well, sure.
I also think I sometimes put her in a position where she lets me in on some stuff privately, but then I'm putting her on blast in public, which is not fair. But I could see if I were her being cognizant of the fact of, like, the black community is going to be like, what are you talking to this white devil about that for? You can't let him help define the soul spectrum.
Yeah.
Like, she might personally feel fine with it between her and I.
Maybe.
But then out in public, it might be like, what the fuck are you letting
White boy.
cracker-ass cracker
Yeah.
be a part of a soul spectrum?
She said I was higher than you on the soul spectrum, so I'm going to take that to heart. And
Sure.
I'm
As one half creator and owner of the soul spectrum, it carries a lot of weight.
okay. So you talk about cholesterol, and you said mainly genetic. If you have a close relative, such as a parent, sibling, or grandparent who has high levels of cholesterol, you are more likely to have it yourself. This is largely due to the passing on of genes from parents to children that increase levels of cholesterol in the blood, such as a gene that codes for a defective receptor. This is known as familial cholesterolemia. Familial hypercholesterolemia is a form of inherited high cholesterol. People with this condition generally have a higher cholesterol levels than people without this condition, obviously, despite lifestyle choices. That's because people with this condition aren't able to regulate cholesterol levels as efficiently as other people. People with familial hypercholesterolemia can't control their cholesterol through diet and exercise alone and may instead need to also use medication.
Yeah, a statin.
Sure,
Yeah.
which you're on.
Well, I don't know why. Do you know I just stopped taking it like a year and a half ago?
I don't think that's like
It's totally
advisable.
stupid. I don't know why
Yeah,
I did.
why? What was the
Because
impetus?
I just was like, I don't want to be on a medicine if I don't have to be. You know,
Yeah.
people do that.
That's a lot of people.
I know.
Which look, I get that because it's chemicals. You're adding chemicals to your body. You don't know what they're doing. They're affecting you somehow. And
I have some faith that my body knows how to get into homeostasis. You
Yeah,
know, I don't have like a defective body, although I do in some ways.
Well, but I guess the truth is, if you're someone who needs medication, you need medication.
Yeah.
That's just, and
I
you
know.
should take it.
I need to take it.
Yeah.
I'm going to start today.
You
I'm
are?
going to resume taking it.
Why don't you just check in with your doc before you get on and off and on and off?
Well, I
don't
mean,
know.
the doc wants me on it, so
Okay.
he already told me his position.
Okay.
Although he has retired since I got the prescription.
Oh.
He's been replaced, and I saw the person once.
And how'd you feel about him?
Fine. I wouldn't be able to pick him out of a lineup yet.
Yeah.
I'll get there with him.
No, you won't, because you're not going to really have to go to the doctor.
Right. I should go more. I got to get a colonoscopy.
You can't do that anytime soon. We can't be going into hospitals or
Right.
medical facilities.
Unless I find
for
out
a
I have
while.
that antibody, which would be awesome.
It'd be helpful to know.
Do you want to do a side bet about whether or not I have the antibody? Because you don't think I do, right?
I don't know if you do.
Okay. But if you had to guess
can
one way
you
or another.
only get it?
You would only have the antibody if you had had the
Are you
pathogen.
sure?
1,000%. Because your body makes a specific, unique antibody to attack that specific virus.
you can only have immunity if you've had it.
That's right.
But what about in Contagion? Matt Damon,
Yeah.
he had immunity.
Sure. Well, some percentage of the population will have immunity to every single virus.
Right, so that's what I mean. So
You could
he-
be an anomaly, but
Yeah.
he didn't have the antibody. Just for whatever reason, the chemical makeup of his body did not allow that virus to grow inside of him.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is different from having an antibody that's killing it.
Right, but I think the test that they're coming up with right now is an immunity test, but I don't know if it's an antibody checker.
It is. That's what it's checking.
Are you sure?
1,000%. Just read it this morning in the New York Times.
Okay.
Another fun thing I read in the New York Times, there was an article about restoring your cells to their youthful state. Which there was a little bit of a story on this on 60 Minutes that we've talked a little bit about reversing aging in mice, which they've done. So what's really interesting, I didn't understand this about aging until reading it, but what happens is your body is born with DNA, right? And then RNA is made off of that.
Right.
But then also your epigenome, which sits on top of that, and is in charge of turning off certain cells that don't need some of that information.
Yep.
There are errors along the way of reproduction when the cells divide and make more cells, mitosis. So the epigenome over time has all these flaws in it. It's telling the body not to read certain genes that it should read.
Okay.
And what this thing does actually is it just gets rid of that epigenome so it can reset to basically when you were young and there's no errors in it and your body can read all the code on it.
Whoa.
Because your DNA stays the same. It's just how it's being read deteriorates over time.
Interesting.
But what's interesting is they can take it too far back. If they take it too far back and you have no epigenome or no RNA already on there, it can cause your organs to grow explosively. It wants your epigenome to have the memory that it's already grown the heart for the first time. So it doesn't have to have this like newborn explosive organ
God.
growth. So they don't want explosive organ growth, but they do want it to read all your DNA.
Wow.
And they've figured out ways, at least in mice, how to give the right amount of clearing of the epigenome. Isn't that fascinating?
That is fascinating.
More proof for the simulation. Because I was like, oh, according to this article, I'm like 10 years out from being fucking returned to 23.
Wow. 10 years was the timeline?
No, I just was what I was,
Wow.
projecting.
That's amazing.
Exciting.
Isn't it also amazing that, like we heard on 60 Minutes, in 3 hours they had a vaccine?
They had
composition for the vaccine.
Yeah, they had the genome mapped.
But it just takes so long. The process is
But they
so
even
long.
had, I want to say they had the vaccine in a tube in 42 days ready to put into a person. Now they got to do the trials. That's what's going to take forever. You just can't speed up that part. You got to test it on people, make sure something huge doesn't happen. But they had a fucking vaccine in their hand within days.
I know.
That's awesome.
It is. Humans are amazing.
We are. But this whole genome thing in the epigenome, that kind of answers my weird question about why has an animal evolved to just not die? Since it can replace each cell with a perfect copy, why do we have to die? And it's because this epigenome is filled with flaws. Over time, it accumulates more and more flaws. So it makes me think that trees must not fuck up their epigenome as much.
What causes the epigenome to deteriorate, though, or to get flaws?
Well, as it's replicating itself, it's prone to having flaws in it. And then it's rare, but over the course of your lifetime and mitosis happening billions and billions of times,
Yeah.
those flaws start adding up. So maybe the tree also has a much simpler genome and simpler epigenome so that there's not that much room in there for all that error.
It just seems like if this was only this at play, there would have to be at least one person to have lived whose epigenome was not
Flawless.
flawed. And then
It sounds like it's just a numbers game. Like there's just a probability to error that's going to happen 1 in every million copies. And just over time, because there's so many billions of copies being made, it will.
yes.
I'm probably not perfectly representing the article. I'm sure if they heard this, they'd be like, you got 65% of it right, but whatever.
You guys can look it up.
Yeah, look it up.
Okay, so Isaac Wright, the man who Joy's show is based off.
Oh, right. And I was curious how long
Based
he had been
on.
in prison.
Yeah, 7 years. He was in prison for 7 years. So after his 1991 conviction, Wright was sent to a maximum security New Jersey State Prison in Trenton, where he began working as a paralegal on other prisoners' cases. I got over 20 people out of prison, some with life sentences and others based on getting their sentences reduced.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for him. I would just be selfishly trying to get myself out.
Well, I think he was building his own case as well, but like, why not help others? You'd help if you had the tools and you could see in other people's cases like
would.
ways.
I did.
I
have.
would.
I've gotten 20 people out
I'm
of
so good.
prison. I'm the goodest.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
You said you guys were adults when Soul Man came out. And then she said, no. And then you said, yeah, we were like 16, 17. And then she was like, well, that's not an adult.
Mm-hmm.
But it came out in 1986. You were 11.
Okay.
So you weren't even close to an adult.
Right. Right. Well, that's 6th grade, pretty adult-like.
Oh,
I had a
my-
moped. I was mobile. Staying out after dark.
My goodness.
That's still pretty recent. To have that movie in the marketplace.
1986. Before I was born.
Yeah, 1 year. Well, you were in your mommy's belly.
Yeah, well, I don't know what.
Definitely a summer release.
If it was a summer release and I wasn't in
you're
her belly yet.
You entered in like December.
Yeah. Got in there and right around Christmas time.
Yeah. A shock one. It was feeling.
Okay, well, I don't
okay,
want to. We don't
okay.
need to go down that.
Actually, I
path.
bet it was normal. I was feeling frisky.
Don't talk about them like that.
Why? They're
Ew.
sexual creatures.
Ew, you don't like talking about your mom's sexual.
I don't mind. It's not my favorite topic,
No.
but my mother talks to me a ton about her sexuality.
Oh yeah, so it was 32 years old. Oh, 33. I'm 32.
Yeah.
Am I 32?
32.
Okay.
For another few months.
Do you think we'll still be in quarantine by the time it's my birthday? Maybe.
It's only 3 months away. No. We're in
No.
3. It's 5 months away.
So that would be not great if we were.
We're not going to be.
I'm going to have a party where everyone stands 1 foot away from each other. That's how we'll celebrate.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
In a scrum.
What's a scrum?
A scrum is in rugby when
Oh,
they all
yeah.
gather around the ball and they're all touching each other and they're in a scrum.
Yeah.
You should have a birthday scrum.
I will. Oh my God. That's so fun.
Monica's
right now.
33 birthday scrum.
All right. That's all. There weren't very many facts. Just a lot of debate and chatting and fun.
I really lost that TI debate pretty bad. I'll blame half as I didn't roll out my case nearly as eloquently as I was hoping to. The next day I thought of a way I should have phrased it. Like I was really smarting from that defeat. I didn't roll it out very well. Because black masculinity was taken from them,
Yeah.
their autonomy, because of that, there is a hyper masculinity in the black community that I think you have to be understanding of. You don't have to accept and you don't have to like
For sure.
say carry on, but you should at least acknowledge there's different stakes in the black community. And there is some hyper masculinity that's pretty toxic. And my only point is, people should only be so commensurately proud of themselves with how much they actually evolved out of where they came from.
Yeah.
And if you could quantify it and say your average white person evolved like 20% out of above what they were raised to be, and then here's a guy who's probably evolved 40% above, he's actually covered more ground than a white person. Yet the white person is very much on a white pedestal saying like, you're trash for thinking that way.
I mean, I think there can be both. There can be understanding of why this person believes what they believe.
Right.
Additionally, you can't give it a pass. You have to say,
But that's kind of how I felt I was acting. Like, I totally disagree with everything he's saying and doing.
right.
But I'm not going, what a fucking misogynist piece of shit,
Yeah.
as so many people were doing.
I guess. I mean, I think in general,
Maybe that wasn't the reaction.
no, maybe it was. I don't know. I didn't follow that closely. But if you're going to have like an opinion like that on someone that you don't know, just don't. Just
Yeah.
don't have an opinion like that on somebody you don't know. Like, you can have an opinion on what's morally and ethically right and wrong without saying this person's a piece of shit or
Well-
fuck this person.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so, and I wouldn't say you lost. I think you sort of quantify these conversations a lot as winning and losing, and
Yeah.
and I don't know that that's appropriate. Like, it's
Or
just
productive.
it's just talking things out.
Yeah.
There's no winners or losers.
No. But if I can get someone to acknowledge that the way I'm framing it is more logical, I feel like that's a victory. And
I
then
know,
conversely, when they do that to me, I feel like, well, that's a victory. I'm going to adopt actually the way they're thinking about it.
Sure.
But you're right. It's a
Yeah.
stupid way to try to evaluate.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I love you.
Love you.